Okay. Hi, guys. It is late, but I'm going to be up for a long time tonight. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Dr. Regina Sodiq, Dr. Regina Jordan Sodiq. It's my YouTube channel, Iustitia, just us. I have a TikTok uh, channel, and I also have Big O. I'm not going to be on here that long. Like I said, it is late, but I did say I was going to try to come on tonight. I have my tarot cards, so you're going to do beginning tarot with me. And then I might just go to the other channels and just play music because it's been a long week, a long weekend, and I still have a lot to do. So I've been posting on my YouTube channel of what has been going on, and I uploaded my documents there, so you can go and see that. And after I get off tonight, like I said, I might go to Big O. I will go to TikTok, but I will only be playing music. So as far as the tarot, I will do a little tonight. Like I said, it's been a long week, a long weekend, and I still have things that I have to do and to get prepared for tomorrow. So thank you for stopping by. And you want to begin with tarot with me. I am not sure who all the audience is that is looking at my YouTube commentary, but from what I can gather, I don't know if it's actually going beyond the people who are kind of doing questionable things around my neighborhood. So, and my computer and my phones and stuff have been hacked. So, and they be parking outside of my house when that's occurring. So, if it gets out beyond this area that I'm in, that's fine. And if it doesn't, oh, hi guys. And if it doesn't, continue to look at my TikTok and continue to look at my Big O, and we'll go from there. Hi guys. So, like I said, we will do a little tarot learning with me, and then it won't be for very long because, like I said, I have a long night, and then I might go to Big O and go to TikTok, play music for a little while, enjoy resting, relaxing with music with me, and then I'm gonna have to go. Hi guys. Okay, so we'll start. Make sure. Just one moment. I'm making sure that they're upright. Okay, we'll try to do it that way. Hi guys. So, like I was saying, I don't know if my commentary or my YouTube is making it beyond the individuals that come by my house and want to park in front of my house and yell out insults to me, or wait until after I get back from the courthouse to drive up behind me and shout things. So since they are hacking my computer and hacking my phone and doing a lot of things, if my message is making it out beyond my general area of my neighborhood, that is fine. It's nice to meet you guys. And if it's not, if all I'm doing is if all I'm doing is speaking to the very ones that are actually hacking my computer, stop hacking my computer and my phone. Okay. This is saying key on a ring. Many options, unconventional, one night stand, and string along. Oh, this is setting the mood for tonight. Setting the mood for tonight. So whoever is doing all of that, more power to you. I'm too tired. I've had a long week. More power to you. Keep doing it. So, if you've been looking at my YouTube channel, this channel, you've seen that I've uploaded the issues that I'm having in court. If you notice, I got I think it's called a notice of allowance for my laboratory. So that means, I had to look it up. That means that I have a certain amount of time before I can have it here in the USA. And if I don't have my startup business by a certain time, I can file an extension. So with everything that's going on, I'm going to be working on getting my laboratory business set up here. I wanted to do it. It's a long story. But everything that I wanted to do in Nigeria and here, things did not work out like I wanted to have my business and everything, and home and everything in Nigeria. So if you look on my YouTube channel, you will see that I filed for my business license here. So I'm going to see, can I do get my laboratory startup here in Tennessee. So that's what I'm working on now. And you can see where I uploaded on my community wall post. I'm not reading my community wall post tonight, but I'm doing the tarot. So the first one we have a key on a ring, which this individual has many options, unconventional. They're having a one-night stand tonight, wherever they are. Yeah, I don't know if it's tonight, but they're stringing a person along. One-night stand. This is Sunday, right? Okay. Okay. This is where we're going with this. So, the golden mirror, the individual that's stringing somebody along and having so many options and everything like that is going along with the narrative of being a narcissist. They're love bombing this individual. They're very self absorbed and one sided. Yeah, here we go. That is the theme of tonight. And when my cards are moving by themselves, that is how they are. Um, if you looked at my previous videos, when I was in Nigeria, I was explaining to you that I'll read this in just a moment. When I was in Nigeria, I was explaining to you guys that how I do my tarot is I shuffle the cards, and when they move on their own, that's that's when I start reading. Is when I shuffle the cards and they move on their own, and then I begin reading. That's how I do my tarot reads. Um, with the issues that I had in Nigeria, and when my cards were when my ex-husband didn't like the fact that I was doing tarot, my cards were damaged, and for a time, my cards would not move on their own. But now I've noticed that they are, after I shuffle the deck, they're beginning to move on their own again. So we had a key on a ring, many options, unconventional, one night stand, a string along. So this individual is having many options and many people, or however that individual is doing it. The golden mirror, this person is a narcissist, love bombing, self-absorbed, one-sided. Girl with a snake, charmed or used, enable, and boundaries. So this person is out here charming people, love bombing them, many options, many different people that they're seem to be stringing along or going out having one night stands. This is not a good theme tonight. I have too much other things on my mind to be thinking about. Some okay. Well, this is the way things are going tonight. So this is the theme tonight. Somebody is out there having a lot of one night stands and stringing people along and doing whatever the hell they want to do, I guess. Okay. Now I tried to put these cards up right. This is coming out upside down. And it's a camera. Reminiscing, making memories, learning from the past, and perception. So these people are not doing it. The reminiscing, making memories, learning from the past, perception. Apparently, if they're having many options and one night stands and stringing people along, love bombing them, self absorbed, one sided, charming them, enabling them, and doesn't have any boundaries, they're not learning from their past. They're not learning to do better. I'll put that upside down. So that is what's going on. Our theme for tonight. And if they're not learning, right, it's upside down. If they're not learning, then the heart is not healing. They're not healing their heartbreak, toxicity, or addiction, and abusive relationships. So, with the many options, one night stand, self absorbed narcissist, the it's in a snake persona. If they're love bombing and charming so many different people and having one night stands, they're not learning from these past addictions that they're having. They're still in a toxic behavior. They're not healing. Cupid's arrow. Have faith, love is coming, surprise invitation, struck by love. So they're going to be in a process. So before they were going through this, their perception was upside down, was obscured. They could be trying to come out of it. Of this type of behavior. We shall see. They're trying to start making healthy choices. So the behavior they had before was having many options, being a narcissist, love bombing, a lot of people just stringing them along, being a very charming type person. They realized their perception was wrong. They began to have a healing, recognizing their behavior was toxic. So if they began recognizing their behavior was toxic and they're continuing to have faith and make healthy choices. Healthy choices is self-love and self-care, being happier and loving life. So the beginning of the reading was very toxic, very low vibrational. Maybe maybe I shouldn't have been trying to put all the cards right, but I guess, yeah, because when it first began with the cards, It was very, very toxic behavior. And then it had a turn. It had a turn. And then they tried to go to healing, making better choices, trying to live a happier life. We'll see if it still goes that way. Needing the time, cycles and take time to heal, progressing. So yeah. So that is the way the cards are flowing. So in the beginning of the read, they're having toxic behaviors, many options, very narcissistic, love bombing, a charmer, and then everything turned upside down for them. Their perception, everything, how they were perceiving their behavior was, and then they started to try to heal the heartbreak, heal from the addictions of having multiple, so many choices of individuals that they wanted to be with and love bomb, have one night stands with. And they started to have more faith to heal their self, making more healthy choices, wanting to be happy, and needing time to heal and progressive. So in other words, they were trying to turn their lives around. So they're trying to take time to heal. And this is self-indulgence in self-worth and value, time to heal, shadow work, and self-appreciation. So this individual is going through a time where before they were making unhealthy choices, and then they realized that what they were going through was not good for them. They tried to heal from their addictions, their toxicity, any abusive relationships they had, and they went on a healing journey of self-love that took a lot of time, and they were finding their self-worth and value, doing shadow work and self-appreciation. So from the moment that everything turned upside down, all that toxic behavior that they were having turned everything upside down for them to make them realize that they need to start going on a healing journey. And from that moment on, they start making healthy choices, taking the time to do self-love, appreciation, shadow work, and healing. All right. And they ended with love. Unconditional love, self-love, wholeness, affection and attraction, selflessness. So that was the, well, I think, I thought the way it started out, it didn't start out so well. But once I hit the, the, the card that was in reverse, once I hit the card in reverse, that everything is like the tower fell. And they realize it's like the epitome, the aha moment. So everything, all that toxic behavior in their life gave them like a tower. And they started their healing journey. And when they started their healing journey, recognizing the toxicity and addictions that they have in abusive relationships. Everything else they were doing became healthy choices, taking time for themselves, thinking of their self-worth, shadow work, self-appreciation, starting to love on themselves, affection, attraction, self-love, wholeness. So it ended out better than I thought it would be. Cause before it really before the cars started out so bad. So um this is beginning the tarot, and like I said, when I can do the tarot, I try to do it, and majority of my time, like I said, if you read my community wall posts, then you will see that I've uploaded so many things that's happening with my court situations and everything like that. So when I can, I do the documents, I upload them, and I've been going back and forth. I've been going back and forth to court. Um, and like I said, I've also filed my forms to begin my startup laboratory business here. Um, I wanted to have done it in Nigeria. It didn't work out that way. So I filed my papers, my forms to do my startup here, and I'm gonna go from there. So I already have my boutique, and I need to make corrections on the forms for that because uh, I've uploaded it on my YouTube channel where they have did another action against me as far as um, the samples that I sent for them for my trademark, and they keep refusing it. So I keep sending it. So I have to do that. I filed for my laboratory for my startup to be here in Tennessee. So I'm working on that. I'm working on my correcting my filings for my boutique. Um, and also, I do have my YouTube channel, which is the one you're watching now. Uh, and my behind is going back and forth to court. So there you go. That and that and the continuous gang stalking. So that is my life for right now. Hopefully, hopefully, I have said this and I continue to say this. My stay in Clarksville, I had left before when I went into the service. My stay in Clarksville, um, it's going to be ending as soon as I can end it. Right now, I'm having issues with, well, I've already put down the issues that I'm having um, here, and you can read my um, community wall posts because I post regularly, daily. I post daily, um, and the issues that I'm having here, uh, hopefully, I can get them resolved, and then I can also get my little behind out of get my little behind out of here. Hopefully. Uh, Other than that, thank you for joining me for beginning in tarot. I will do my tarot when I can. Um, I think that's about it. It's going to be a long night for me. It's been a long week for me. It's been a long month for me. And it's going to continue to be that way until I can get my issues in court resolved. And the individuals that are having disagreements with me and me with them, we'll see how that goes. Well, right now, as long as they continue to do predatory lending towards my finances, I'm not going to let that issue go. So, thank you for being my subscribers. Thank you for joining me for tarot. Thank you for my TikTok viewers. If you're from TikTok and looking at my YouTube channel, or from Big O looking at my YouTube channel, I'll be going to Big O after this. And I'll be going to TikTok after this. But I will be just listening to music or playing music, just relaxing or something like that, because this right here is what I mostly do my commentary. I haven't done videos for my medicinal herbs, but like I said, I put in for my laboratory startup business, and from there, I'm going to be trying to expand from that and progress to my apothecary business. And I'm hoping to do that in the future. So, first thing first is getting my laboratory business established. So, that's what I'm working on. And then I can progress to dealing more with medicinal herbs. If you look at my TikTok videos, you will see, oh, well, I'll also put it on my YouTube. You will see that I did medicinal herbs for health and wellness, and how I want to progress to having an apothecary business. So, it's a lot that I have on my plate. And right now, like I said, I'm dealing with predatory lending as far as my finances are concerned. And once I get that under control, I think things would be a little bit more easier. But if you read my community wall post, you can follow along with the what I'm doing. I also listed my self-help books that I have written, which I see that a lot of people are doing commentary on it, but I have not received any monetary gains from that, from my intellectual property. So I have to do things one at a time with the limited finances that I have. So as I get the predatory lending practices under control, then I will move to those involved with using my intellectual property and anything else that's dealing with my social media and my self-help books. I will go and I'll be dealing with those individuals as well. So, thank you guys for joining me. Thank you for subscribing to my social media, YouTube, TikTok, Big O. And like I said, after I finish here, I'll go to Big O, I'll go to TikTok. I'm going to set up my computer so I can play my music and everything like that. Put my little tarot cards away. And then I'll join you guys a little later. Like I said, it's late here. It's what, 10, going on 10:30. So it's going to be a long night for me, so I'm not going to be on that long. And other than that, you guys, you take care. Continue to look on my community wall posts. Like I said, I post daily and I keep you up to date on what's happening here in Clarksville, Tennessee. Although some of you that ride Although some of you that ride by my house and yell out insults, you already know what's going on in Clarksville, Tennessee. You evil ass wicked people. But that's another story. So you guys have a good night and take care. Bye. Okay.